Hello, my lovely spectators. Didi here. Welcome to my studio and another Twinchie. My take on Twinchies. Twinchie Summer 2026, where I pick a card from each of the 4 different criterias and make a Twinchie from the book. So this all will be linked down below, or will be a playlist attached at the end of the video so that you can see the whole progress of where this book came to be and how this craziness has now become a thing. So yesterday I documented what we had pulled, and today we're going to pull again for our 4 components. So our destination is where we would be putting our base. For me, I have the book, so whatever's numbered here, hopefully you can see. Yep, I'm going to be using page 51. So if you got this set from my coffee shop, then you would have catalog page to find and order to make your Twinchies. The detail, which is the focal point, again, look at these cards like I haven't yet, and decide if you have the items. So this is a Victorian gentleman. Do I have a Victorian gentleman? I want to say possibly, but I don't know, so I'm gonna leave it for now. Unfortunately, I'm giving myself a challenge that because of the condition of my studio, it might be hard to find things. I'm gonna pull a card which is burgundy, which is the color we have to utilize for sure, and a shine, which is the technique that you have to incorporate of some sort. Colored pencil shading. Okay, not bad, not bad. So we're going to go find these elements, but first it's page 51, so let me see what is on page 51. So 51 is oh my goodness, look at that, it is burgundy in itself. Interesting. So I think we're going to cheat and we already have the color. So let me pull off our little Twinchie papers, right? And then we will do them and we'll put them back into the box. So I'm not worried about the condition that this is coming into, because this is not meant to be an album for permanency. This is for holding my stash of Twinchies. So at the end of the summer, I will have a bazillion, 400 and something Twinchies. Yeah, I don't want to do math right now. Math teacher doesn't want to do math. Okay, so give me a minute to look for the items. So we have to find, I have to find a gentleman, Victorian gentleman. I need to burgundy, which is what we have already here. So I don't know if I'm going to cheat on that one or just add another burgundy element. Well, oh, I'm missing one. Okay, here we go. And a Victorian gentleman. So let me go find my colored pencils and I will be back in a moment. Okay, so I think I have something we can pull off here. I found some trim. I'm going to use this as an accent. I decided to look towards my stamps. I have the stamp of this gentleman. It's a full stamp. I'm going to stamp it on some of this. I'm going to do it 8 times, and we're going to incorporate it into this over here. So let's see if this works, right? Because I don't know what I'm doing here. So I just want to ink this dude up to get some part of his face. Let's see how this looks. Oh yeah, I think so. We could cut around him and be good. So these will probably all look exactly the same, and I'm okay with that. Okay, so we're probably gonna slightly different because they'll have different elements. Okay, so we're just gonna cut off a piece of that. Keep going. Man, I need to do some shading, which I have some colored pencils right there, which I forgot to grab, but I can grab them in a second when I need to do some shading of some sort. Now, in my other video, I mentioned, you know, it's a Twinchie. I want to keep it within the confines of a 2x2 square, but if it goes a little out, I'm not going to be mad at it. I'm just going to try to cut it down. So these right now will be altered in size once I compare them to the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let me put the roll back away so it's not in my way. Did I already stamp this? I did, but I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Okay, and 8. Okay, and for fun, I think I want to take these guys and add a little texture. So just this little corner here, just gonna I think I want to hit up the other side. Just add a little bit more to this corner. A lot of it's going to be covered anyway, so I'm not too stressed out about that. The last one? I think so. I don't want to have to crack this open again. Alright, so this is done. Done and done. And the stamp, let's see. I'm going to just wipe it a little bit. We're good. I know I'm shaking you, sorry. And put this back in my folder, in my thing. This is a Creative Expressions fortune teller. Creative Expressions fortune teller stamp. But they're no longer, so I don't know if you could ever get it again. But yes. Okay. So let's tweak these guys, right? So I want to attach this to that. So I do need to cut around and get rid of a little bit of excess. I could fold it over, but I don't think that that's really necessary. So I'm just gonna kind of shorten down some of him so that he could fit there, right there. So that's what we're gonna do to all of these guys. So we're just gonna, take off bulk extra. Okay. And I think I'm gonna cut off a little bit of his hat. I think his face gives us the Victorian for sure. Okay, let's cut off some of this. I'm gonna cut off a good chunk of that. Let's see, how do we like that? Let's get rid of this. Okay, all right, so we're just modifying. Okay. Okay, almost there. The shading, I have to see what I'm gonna do with the shading. No, just a hint of shading. Doesn't have to be a ton of shading. Let's see here. Let's cut off a little bit of this back down here. And a little bit of this right there. Okay. So I pulled out the burgundy thing because I figured like this was like such an advantageous that burgundy was the background, but that's okay. I could have been like, well, like I said, ooh, we don't have to pull the burgundy, but no, I decided to find some burgundy so we can have some burgundy in there. Okay, so then we have that like that. So we're gonna do something like this. I think what I want to do is I want to take a little tuffet of this, like as if it's part of like a thing of his around his neck or something. So that's what I was thinking. But let's get the pencils, color pencil, and let's do some shading. So let's see what we have here. I think this is like a gray color, metallic. So what I want to do is I want to add some darker shading to his hat. So I'm darkening this up. Oh, not on top of that. Darkening up this and darkening up this. And then his brim, make it nice and dark. Just to give it a little more of a pop. So not his face, but just his hat and stuff. So again, darken this up, this little rim, the brim, and then a little bit of shading, add a little bit of darkness to this little part here, and then to the shading that's already existing, adding some shading there, some more shading there. Okay, so just darkening up those parts. Makes a little bit of a difference, but you know what? That's okay. It doesn't have to be a dramatic situation. Intensify the shading. So if you guys are doing this, please, you know, well, use the hashtag, but tag me for sure in your video description so that I can know that there's a video out there of someone who's playing along. So I can check you guys out. Okay, this is shaded up. Shaded up. Okay, these guys are done. That's done. This one's not done. Yeah, so I know it's hard. Like, I don't know how to keep the conversation going. I don't know what you know, I could ramble. Summer's here, so not working for sure. That's a great thing. So teachers go back in September. So I'll be able to do some stuff with the channel, hopefully. I was thinking of going live. Is this already? This one's already done. Doing a live. I was talking to another YouTuber, and I think I mentioned this in another video. I just don't know, like, what will we do? Just sit here and craft with me? I feel like we need to be having a plan. I don't know. What do you guys think? You know, live videos. I was thinking maybe I might do one like on Sundays or something like that. A Sunday, every other Sunday or something. I know some people are out there doing videos every week that are live. More power to them. I'm intimidated by it, just to be, you know, honest. Meanwhile, I taught remotely, and I used to have a Twitch channel that's live, you know, in its essence. And here I am being a punk about going live on YouTube. Okay, so here's our shading is done. Let me take this off and throw this out. Yes, they're scraps. They're too little. Bye-bye. Okay. So they're out the way. So now we're going to do is just adhere everything. Oh, I missed one of these guys. He was floating over here. So do we not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we stamped an extra guy. Hi! You can hang out over here with the birds from the other challenges. I've been not putting things away like I should. Okay, so we're going to affix him. So let's see, what's the most interesting thing? Well, that's also, the point is that there's words. The words, they be up and down, so that's another thing. So I might have to just put him in the center, which is fine. So they're not going to all be in the same spot necessarily. Oh, I'm gonna okay, I don't have time to do that while you guys are with me, so I'm gonna put him to the side, and I'm just gonna grab some wood glue. I just wanted something that was a little more fast, but that's all right. We will do the wood glue, no problem. So we're just gonna attach our Victorian dude to the Twinch, and then we'll attach a little piece of that to add to the look. Okay, so with this one, same thing. I think just the way the words are, it's going to be hard for me to put them any other place but in the center. Well, we shall see. maybe. Oh, this one I could kind of do more off-centered. Yeah, okay. So what do you guys all do with your Twinchies? Do you just collect them? Like when we were doing pocket letters back in the days, you just collect them and just have them there? Or are you making them and then actually using them into journals? This needs to go like that. Okay. This one almost feels like that mask, that weird creepy mask. With the way that I cut it. I was almost gonna like fix it, but I'm like, no, let's leave that. It looks creepy. We keep it creepy. Okay. Let's do that. We got some interesting stuff over here, so we can put them more to the side. And then here. So we're almost done, guys. Almost done. The text is like this. Okay. And then this one. I'm gonna put this text sideways. Let's get bored. Alright, so now we want to just take a little piece of this. This is some kind of a yarn or something. It's like almost like if it's the fur on like a strip of, I don't even know. I can't speak English. We're just gonna take a little tiny piece like this. It's gonna create a mess of fluffies. And we're gonna attach that to somewhere along his side. So he's gonna have a bushy coat. That's like, it's gonna give us, you know, Russian oligarch coat. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and put this back in my little stashy poo. Put the scissors back over there, out the way, and then let's attach and get the fluffies off of it. So he's got no fluffies on there. So what I was thinking is I'm just gonna put a piece, some glue here, and then just kind of glue that down right there. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think it's giving me like he's got, you know. Okay, let's get the fluffies off of this one. That's good. And let's put this on him. Let's put his right here. Okay, I didn't really want to see the base of it. I wanted to see more of that. There we go, like that. Something like that. There we go. All right. Okay. So tedious sometimes. Oh no, don't go. That's the piece. That's a real piece. Somehow, I don't know. Well, this is getting a lot of static, so I was like, I don't have glue. I've been really good today with the glue on my fingers. And as she says, as she puts her fingers into glue. Okay, take those little edges off so they're not all over the place. Put some glue here. You know, you could tell me that this is kooky, that this makes no sense, that it is totally wild. That's okay. Just be nice about it. You know, pushing the cards, you know, push you outside of your boundaries, I guess, of comfort. And you would have to come up with interesting things. I like to come up with things and also like have a little story base to it. Right? And like he's like I said, he's some kind of, you know, important dude. He's got to have the fur. So Yeah, there we go. So that's it, guys. We're almost done with our Twinches today. Okay. I think I need to sit down and actually go through the cards so I don't have to keep telling you, oopsie, I don't have that. Because remember, if you go back to the playlist and you look, you'll find the video where I came up with this whole deck set. I used ChatGPT. He and I had a conversation about what I was looking for, and we came up with, you know, just give me 72 prompts that are appropriate for junk journaling, da 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 da, for, you know, focal images, etc., etc. And it came to fruition using his help. And yes, I have personified him by calling him he. That's that's just me. Okay. So, and almost, this is the last one. So these are identical, practically identical, and that's okay too. They should be, they're kind of like all, you know, stages of him walking through the town. Different snapshots. I don't know. So here we are done with today's Twinchies, and I think they're cute. They came out cute. I mean, you know, the little fur is a little fun. The Victorian is definitely there. He has that vibe. The burgundy is there in the fun and this, so I think I hit the marks in terms of the color, the shine, with what was the shine? Oh, the color pencil shading, right, to darken up his hat. That might have been a little bit like, not so, you know, not so obvious and stuff like that. But it is what it is. We gotta do what we gotta do. So I'm just putting my cards back in the box. So the boxes, I went through how to make the boxes on the video. If you want to make boxes for your cards, if you decide you're gonna do the cards, because I got all fancy and I even laminated my cards. And so, yes, I have my little boxes. Anyway, so that's it. We're going to put them in the box, in the book. We're going to put them in the book. Let's put them in the book, okay? So we're going to take them and put them back more or less where they were. Hopefully, there's some kind of adhesive still left. If not, I will add to keep it in place. Oh, let's face them all up. That would be nice. Okay, and all right, so they're in the book now, and on the front of the book we need to add the details. I think I need to get a little thinner pen because this one is like, the one that I've been using has been crazy. So it was page 51. It was, the detail was a Victorian gentleman. The splash was burgundy. And the shine was shaded pencil. Okay, there we go. I know, I can make it bigger so that I could actually fit the words, but I wanted it to be all on one page and not have to be a whole bunch. So we're 3 in, guys. We're 3 in. I don't think I'm going to do that every single time, but we're still 3 in. Maybe for the first week. For the first few. What the hell is this? Anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed. Please like the video. Please comment. Tell me what you're doing. If you're going to do it, not do it. What do you think? I don't know. Whatever. It's good. Conversation is always lovely. If you're new, consider subscribing. You've been here this long. If you've been here with me all the time, my spectators, my diehard fans, thank you so much for joining me and continued support. Until the next time. Ciao, ciao. Bye.